Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, T-Bird Stacking. Taking a chance, going live. I've had a lot of problems with my phone. Got a cracked screen, very hard to touch. Use the touch screen on it. It glitches out. A lot of times when I go on somebody's live, like say Michael Stackins tonight, I can use my speech to text relatively easy. And it seems to work. Occasionally, my hey Chew, how you doing? OTG, what's going on? Dennis the Menace, how you doing? Yeah, you guys can't see it. You guys can't see it because there's nothing wrong with the camera up here. It just on my screen, my week and a half ago, just before my live guy, I dropped my phone the way going out of the car, and it spiderwebbed the whole screen. It's very difficult to see the chat that's on it on the screen, and it affects the touch screen. You know, when you touch your screen and you can do whatever, it affects that. And every once in a while, I get all these. It goes haywire, like the old-fashioned TVs with all the snow, and you get the lines that are going through it. The lines are going horizontal, not vertical, but they're going horizontal, and you can't see nothing. I can't do anything, and I have no choice but to shut my phone off and reboot it and restart it, and it's a pain. You see the Buddha? Where's the Buddha? I don't know. I don't know if I have a Buddha up there. Do I? It looks like maybe you're looking at the egg. Hold on, OTG. Let me plug my egg in. Oh, maybe that's what you're looking at. I don't know. Give me a minute. There we go. Maybe you're looking at the egg. It's lighting up different colors now. Hold on. Let me turn down some light here. You can see. Oh, let's see. Is that what you're saying the Buddha is? Oh, it's cracks or oh weird. Yeah, I don't I don't know. The camera is working fine on my phone. You can't see the cracks. I can see them. What's cooking, Res Baba? Oh, hey. Let me tell you. What was cooking is I took a quick stop coming home from work, and I stopped at the store, checked out my favorite Coinstar. Nothing there. I picked up some Chinese stuff, egg rolls and bobo balls, and what else is in there? I already ate them, and I picked myself up some of these big black caps that I love. They're pretty good. No, they are delicate with the screens, Dennis. Yeah, they are. I've got another brand new one, but I just got it. I can reset it. All I gotta do is take my Sims card out of this phone. It's the same exact phone. When I bought this phone last year, I bought two of them. They're an awesome phone. They're Motorola's, and it's got like the camera actually takes like the back camera takes like 56 megapixels or something like that. But it's got really good. And the one thing I like about it, which when I did my live stream GA, I didn't like is I used StreamYard and I couldn't zoom in. So I had to pick my phone up, making everybody dizzy. I can zoom right in. It's pretty clear, but I couldn't use the little roulette wheel there, the rigged wheel to win, the lazy Susan. But you see that how I did just such a little slow. Oh, what does that one say? That one. T-Bird T-shirt. Ding, 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 ding. Woo! So if we were, well, you can't see that because I would have. I'd have to zoom in or put the camera on my desk. And that's how I. That's how I gave a second prize out. Ah, man. I probably have to turn the light back on. Let me see. Let me turn the other light back on so it's not so. Oh man. Humble Stack here. What's going on? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I'm I'm coming on just for a little bit. I haven't been coming on live because I've had so many problems. I can't even touch my screen. If I go to touch, I've been doing it and it's just working for me because zooming in and out. But I need to be careful. Hey, Broke Stacker, what's going on? How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Sometimes when I touch my phone on the screen, it'll work. Some functions are working and some don't. And sometimes it just doesn't work at all because of my cracked screen. It's working right now, but I'm almost a little reluctant on touching it, like I was just zooming in and out, because sometimes I get all these crazy lines going back and forth, and I get all, and I can't do nothing with it, and I have no choice but to do a hard restart, and that takes a little bit before it comes back on. But I got another one, but I have several emails from several different people that have wanted my GA, my 5 600 GA that I got to get their addresses. I still got to get all their packages together. Daryl USA, Daryl USA's package is all right here. His and everybody got a free water bottle that participated of their color, their choice, plus some other stuff. His is all ready to go. I've got eight, yeah, eight other ones to get together and get it all packaged up and mailed out. I want to try to get it mailed out by this weekend or early next week. Um, let's see. Before I go any further, I just want to share this with you guys. I know there's not a lot of us out here. I don't think the Broke Stacker does it. He pours as well as like I do, like with FG Stacker. But I think I'm the only one that dabbles around with acids. I do have a fume hood and stuff very shortly within the next month or so. I'm going to turn a 10 by 10 shed into a fume hood area where I can take other items that I've got from my metal scrapping, silver and gold, and I can purify it by acids, break it down into a liquid composition, and where I can separate the heavy metals and get the heavy metals out of it, and I can purify and get a raw silver sponge or into a liquid. It'll be in a liquid form, but then I can drop the silver out into a powder form and then filter it. And I've got everything I need to do with it. And I probably got about $700, $800 into materials that I've bought throughout the years. Hey, why so spicy? What's this? Sean Stafford. Hey, how's it going? I got a lot of money invested into it, and I've got a DC power inverter, which I can use into a silver cell, into a where I can purify and make my own silver shot. And I have a lot of silver that I've gotten from computer scrapping and what have you, and to separate the nasty metals and the bad metals and whatever, and get the copper out of it, and separate the silver out of it into its own component. And it costs some money to do that. And the same thing with the gold. Um, like this, just recently, I did some. I'll share this with you. Uh, I didn't intend on doing this video with this, but I'll show it to you. And this is going to go into my scrap pile of scrap gold. Which, if you look at this, oops, there goes some. Yeah, I did that. And you'll find out what I'm getting at here in a minute. But I've already did some testing on this. These are pieces from computer scraps and boards and whatnot that I've got, and I've just recently scrapped. And I don't always do videos on that. Maybe I should. I don't know. But here's a live stream on it. There's 24 karat gold plated pieces right here. And of course, there is some soldering where they were soldered onto the boards. There's some solder on there, and that is regular solder that does contain lead. And if you don't do it in a safe way, in a smart way, and if you don't know how to do it, you can cause a lot of bodily harm to yourself and kill yourself. So do not do this. It takes years of homework of knowing what you can do, where you can do it, having the right respirators, the right type of fume hood, like what I have. I just need to put it together where I can take this gold off from it. I'm pretty sure it's brass that's underneath. It's brass or copper, but it's plated in pure 24 karat gold. And what I was getting at, and I apologize, um, if you look at my fingers, let me set this stuff down here. But I've got a lot of that stuff. Let me see if I can get that. Can you see that right there on my thumb? Can anybody tell me what that is on my fingers? My index finger, just a little bit there on my finger, and there. What do you think that is? I'll tell you what it is. It's an acid chemical burn. Hey, Raka, how you doing? No, it's an acid chemical burn because I have acids. I have several different things where I can test out whether it's pure silver. I can test it whether it's 14 karat gold. I can test it if it's 18. Yeah, you're right. Gloves, no gloves. I didn't have my gloves on, but I had these little plastic vials, and the little plastic vial broke Stacker. It wasn't broke, but it had a puncture mark in it, and I was testing out these pieces to see whether they were 24 karat. And I could have just used my stone, and I could have just rubbed it on my stone, but instead I put it on here, and I was holding it with one hand like this, and I was over the sink, and I was testing whether it was 24, 18, or 24 karat plated. And the bottle had a little pinhole in it, and it was leaking on my finger, and I didn't notice until after the fact, and I said, "Oh snap!" I rinsed it underneath the tap water, you know. But yeah, it's been like that, and I've used everything. I tried rubbing alcohol. I thought maybe I could take it off with rubbing alcohol. I thought maybe when I was at work, I was able to get a hold of some acetone because I ran out of acetone here. I thought maybe acetone. I thought it was just stained it, but no, it's a chemical burn from the acid. Uh, it feels like if you ever burned your fingers before, and um, it's hard to explain. It feels like it's like more like leather, kind of almost. It doesn't feel like it's leather. It's still pretty soft, but it feels harder than normal. It's just gonna have to wear off. Yeah, petroleum based lotion. I haven't tried that broke, but I'll give it a try. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, and I don't dare to do it to my finger because my finger. That finger is the finger that I use to open up a lot of my devices, my electronic devices, and I can't. If I get rid of my fingerprint, then I got to do something, you know. But I'm probably not going to be on too long. I figured I'd come out here as long as my phone would let me. I guess maybe not quite that long, but probably a half hour, 45 minutes maybe, and just talking. Like I said, I didn't even think about talking about this until I started thinking about my finger. But yeah, them are my intentions, and I'm hoping I can bring you guys some of that footage later on this early to mid. Nah, ain't gonna be early summer, maybe midsummer, maybe to late summer. Um, he's wondering where your butterfinger went. Your butterfinger. I don't think you ever got a butterfinger. I know OC did. Yeah, no. Butterfinger. Yeah. A vial dripped on you once, yeah. But I have everything, like I said, that I need, and I got gallons of it of sulfuric acid and other types of acids where I can purify the gold, purify the silver, and I can test my silver, I can test my gold, I can see whether I got 14, 18, or 24 karat, but I've got all the acids that I need. I even have lye. Lye is very difficult. You go to the store and you get lye, and they want your driver's license. There's certain things that you buy in hardware stores that you can get some of the stuff in there that you need um, for what I intend on doing. And you got to give them your driver's license a lot of times, not because of your age, but because of what some people may do with some of these particular types of acids and lye and what have you and whatnot. Um, but it's very dangerous, and I wouldn't recommend anybody to do what I've been doing. I've been studying this for about 3, going towards 4 years now. Have I already done some of it? Yes, I have. Have I done it in a dangerous manner? Yes, I have. Do I want to keep doing it in a dangerous manner? No, I don't. And I'm not referring about not wearing the gloves, but yes, I should have had gloves on, even though they were in plastic containers. I didn't even realize until afterwards, until I started to see a little bit of smoke coming from my fingertips, and I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, turn the water on. It didn't hurt or didn't burn, but that was only for a couple of seconds it was on there. And I got that chemical burn. Yes, it is very dangerous and it is very difficult. It's not an easy thing to do. But I've got piles and I got I've got piles of stuff like this. Not necessarily all 24 karat, but I've got vials and vials of breakers that I've collected throughout the years. I got vials of computer pieces and stuff and stuff to take off the gold off from here. There's other ways how you can take the gold foils off from like the oh, I don't think I still have it out here. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'll show you this. One of the Sims card. These are Sims memory cards, SIM cards, and this is from an older type of computer which have a lot of 24 karat gold on it. And the older computers have thicker gold foils on them. There is ways how I can trim that gold, and yeah, there is also silver inside of those as well. I won't let any of that go to waste. But I'll be trimming these fingers off, and I'll be putting them into a solution, which ain't as bad, but it takes a couple of weeks for you to get the gold foils off from them. Walter White is quite the alchemist. Yeah, I've learned all my stuff from Street Tips. I watch almost every video he's had. In the past year, I haven't watched much of his stuff, but anytime I need something, I go back and I use his videos as a referral. But you know, Mrs. T-Bird went and got me. I guess this will probably go in my 750 ga. I don't think anybody can guess what these are because I like to give out gifts along with silver on my gauze. Um, I like to give out gifts other than just the silver giveaways. Everybody gets a little gift and they get a second chance to spin my little lazy Susan for an extra piece of silver or 90% quarter or 40% half dollar or 90% dime or any other little trinket like the T-Bird hats. You know, these hats are probably like, I don't know. I got them for my giveaways. I didn't iron those on. I specifically, Mrs. T-Bird bought the hats. I think they're like about, probably cost about $20 a crack a piece. I think I got like 20 of them. Pendants and brooches and necklaces for the ladies. And of course, I've got a lot of that that's going out. Michael Stacking was out there tonight, and he was thinking I had got the maple syrup from Canada. No, I live a little ways away from Canada, but I this is pure. Michael, if you're watching this is pure New York grade A maple syrup, amber. But some of those were additional gifts on my GOG giveaways. And I had stated in that live stream GA that I intend on doing a 750 GA. Hi, Cindy. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Um, let me see. I know this is a little better. My next GA, I'm going to do it my old-fashioned way again, and I'm going to use my stand like I am now. And here's some of the things that, like I went to a maple syrup house. I mean, I live up here in upstate New York, and I'm very fortunate. And a lot of people, I don't think much of it, but they make maple syrup, and we've got maple trees all over the place. And a lot of this maple syrup that I got that I'm giving away. Of course, God number one's already gone. God number two is still here, being packaged. And I was outside videotaping my tripod almost fell over. I caught it. But they also have they make their own coffee, and the place is called uh, Bayshard Sugar House. Me and Mrs. T-Bird went there, and some of the people, of course, that one's OC's. That's OC's box. He got a T-Bird heart and a T-Bird rose, and he's got some maple syrup coming. He's got a Butterfinger. He's got a candy maple lollipop and several other things. He's got some other trinkets in there. I don't remember if there's any silver in there, but he's getting that little maple nut crunch. But I like to share that, and everybody's going to be getting a hard maple sugar. I don't know what you call it. It's a hard piece of candy, and they're really good. Whoop, there was silver in that one. Yeah, I didn't package that one yet. Hello, Mrs. T-Bird.
You show them the pens?
No, I didn't show him my pens. That's supposed to be for the 750 GA. She's in here. She's giving it out. I didn't spoil the surprise. Yeah, I've got my tripod angled in such a manner so it's leaning up against my table to support all the weight of the copper is back there. But yeah, she went, and this is going to be some gifts for my next giveaway. I got two pouches of them. They're not going to be the GA giveaways. There's going to be a GA one that's going to be silver, and GA two, and so on, and and so forth. But everybody's probably going to get. And she spent some money on these. T-Bird Stacking and Collecting, established 2024, and it has my email address on it. Yeah, maybe nobody wants a pen from me. I don't know,
Nice
but they're very nice pens. They're awesome, and everybody that wins my 750 GA is going to get that as a bonus. And I got hats. I got all kinds of merch. Cindy says hi, Mrs. T-Bird.
Hi.
She said she said hi, Cindy. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, let's see here. I'm going to set those out to the side. There we
Kind
go.
of excited to get into the house.
Yeah, I just got them in today. Yeah, they are. They're very nice pens. And even if somebody from outside of the continental United States, if they're in my live stream GAUs 750, um, I if they win something, I don't. I'm gonna have to research onto everything that's going out because I don't want to exclude anybody like such as yourself, um, Dennis. Um, Even if you do win, and I don't dare to send any silver or something like that because I don't know what they do with customs with that. I'm not sure. I'm going to check in on it. But if you do win, if you ever do win, and you want to, I think what a lot of people do is they have them nominate the prize to somebody else they know inside the United States. Same thing with South Africa. I don't care if it's from South Africa or where you're from. If you come to my live stream and I got a live stream celebration and you win, I want to try to send it to you, and I'm going to try to send it to you. But say if it's like something that's very expensive, I don't know. I wouldn't rather not lose something like that in the mail. Um, and you not get it, me send it out. But I don't want to keep anyone from outside the United States, like say Canada, South Africa, over like we have Sudha Gupta, artist, and she's from India, or Dennis the Menace. from losing out on being able to win and receive something. I want to be able to attempt to send it out. And like I said, I'm going to do a little research to see what I have to do and what happens. It shouldn't be any different than sending it in the United States. It's just going to cost a little bit more in postage and, you know, and shipping. I don't care. The postage and shipping, it doesn't matter to me. Yeah. I appreciate you stopping in here, Sean. Um, I know you had a little more content on. I went out the other day. I'm having a lot of difficulty going to a lot of your channels because sometimes when I do and I'm touching my phone, it glitches on me, and then I got to do a hard reset to get it back up and going again. Um, I'm gonna give it a probably till after this weekend before I switch phones, take the Sims card out and re-switch it over because I don't want to lose any of my information. Once I do, I'll be back up and rolling again. I did a quick short today for the first time and I posted it. I went outside. It was windy. It was very windy. I couldn't believe it, but a lot of times when I'm trying to do something to upload it through YouTube Studios, it won't function or go through. So I haven't been doing it. And I thought tonight, well, my phone's working. I should be able to go on and just do the live thing and hit live, and it should go through, and I should be fine as long as I don't touch the screen too many times. Yeah, yeah, it's glitchy, isn't it? With the phones and YouTube Studio, I mean, even if you don't got a problem with your phone, I can't show you my phone unless I take a picture from my wife's phone and then have her send it to me, and then I can post it. That's the only way you can see it. But the whole screen is spider webbed. And the more I sometimes I can touch it and it's fine. The other times I touch it and it glitches and I got lines all over the place and I can't see anything and it doesn't work anymore. And I got to do a hard reset. Pain in the butt. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, everybody knows bird's the word. That's one of my newer stickers. Everybody's gonna get one of those at one of my my this past weekend. But I don't think next time. I don't think I'm gonna do the StreamYard thing. I'm going to try to start looking into something other than StreamYard. See what other is better than YouTube Studio because I do know on StreamYard I can't. I'm going to attempt to touch my phone again. Wish me luck. If the stream ends or something or it lags and now you don't hear from me again, and something happened to my phone. But I love YouTube Studio because I can zoom in. I can stay in one spot. I can zoom in with my phone. Yeah, all the Christmas trees are gone. See, I can go all over. I can zoom right in. It's not too bad. I mean, I think there's a little something funky going on with the camera because it's not as clear as it normally is. Have a good night, Broke Stacker. Thanks for stopping in, brother. And I apologize to you as well, Broke. I know you had some stuff. I watched some stuff, and I was actually on your channel last watching some stuff, and I went to go comment, and that's when my phone glitched out on me. And I had to do a hard reset. And I never got back to comment on it, but I will. And it's just so frustrating to watch somebody's channel and their content. Hey Woodchucker, how you doing? Don't zoom in, just move the phone closer. Oh, that's what I was doing during my God. It wasn't StreamYard doesn't even nearly nothing would come in close. And I was if you were on there and my God, it's like I had Michael Stack in there and I had to put him down in the I had to pop my window open. I had to go from one side to the other side without rotating so everybody could see everything because I usually have everything up here on my desktop, and I've got my desktop pretty much cleared right out. I got a lot of the Christmas trees. I still got to organize things a little better here. Had a dream without our phones in it. We all interact with our phones constantly, but none of us ever had a dream with our phones in it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. OTG. Yeah, but I went. to the store, to my favorite Coinstar tonight, my favorite store, and I was doing a video on the way going in. I've gone the last couple of nights and I've gotten nothing. It was pretty sweet when I got that mercury dime though. See, like with this, I can just grab a hold of it, block out the background. It cleans up pretty. It gets nice, get some nice image on it. If I didn't already have had that phone bought 2 years ago, or this phone, and I bought another one just like in case and when something happened, I could probably buy a better phone. But these are pretty decent. But yeah, I've got to get my act together and get everything together and get everything mailed out. I got 9 different subscribers. I got to mail the gauze out to them. I told them I'd have them out by the 22nd. That's my birthday coming up. I got that off. I think I told everybody I had the 21st off and the 22nd. No, I got to work the 21st. I got my birthday off, which is the 22nd, and that's a Thursday. And then Friday is the 23rd. I have that off. So I'm hoping by the 22nd, 23rd, have everything all together and have everything all packaged up and ready to go to post office and ship everything out. Boom, bang, bang. That's what I plan on doing. Other than the gauze, I got about 4, 5, or 6 other subscribers that I've got things that I'm mailing out. Just swag that they have requested and whatnot. Um, I think as I proceed through my next lives, once I get my phone taken care of and I got my new phone, is during the live stream, I do have several different pieces that I have been dabbling. During that live stream, I did dabble a little bit with an auction. I'm not going to do it tonight, but I think every live stream I do, and I have said this in the past, if I hit 50 likes or more, I will do a GA. I'll do a GA on every live stream that I'm on if I hit 50 likes, and I will do a GA during that live stream. But I think during every live stream, I'm going to pick a particular piece. This is my bronze dragon that I made. I may offer some pieces, one per live, maybe of my choosing, whether maybe it'll be a dragon or like this, and offer it for a bin throughout the whole entire live. I will probably put it in the middle of the table and I'll put a bin on it for whatever price it is. Or if somebody chooses they want to start a bid on it during that stream. So there will be a buy it now or to start a bid. I think I'm going to start doing that one per piece. And if somebody is interested in it, they'll either buy it now or they'll start a bid on it. And by the end of the stream, the highest bid will get that particular piece. And I'll do one per live probably. And I'll get rid of some of this top around my table. The hearts, I'm not sure. I might save those for next year. I got a lot of different hearts, all different types of awesome designs on them. I still got to stamp a lot of these. I got them all numbered, but I gotta stamp like this one's number 5. That's why you're having problems. Let me see. Don't so that's why you're having problems. We'll just interact with our phones constantly. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I read that. So what's going on tonight, OTG? How you been doing? I'm only gonna be on here maybe another 10 minutes, maybe. Anybody have any questions or anything they'd like to ask? And I appreciate you as well, Raka, for stopping. And you're always here. You're awesome, Raka. You each and every one of you. Sean Stafford, OTG, Dennis the Menace, Cindy, Woodchucker. Yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you. I forget who it was. Who was it that asked me what was to eat tonight? I'm trying to think who that was. I hope it didn't go off screen yet. I'll be able to tell you here in a second. Let's see. Looking back. The humble stacker. I think he's already left. I don't think he was the one that asked. Yeah, Broke did something with his furnace, didn't he? I missed that, OTG. He dabbled with the acid. Oh man, I would have seen that. I really would have laughed earlier. Hey, 210 Stacks, how you doing? Yeah, no, I've seen you had a few, and I watched. I think I watched them to your live stream. It was from quite a few months back, Sean. I forget if I don't think I commented because I was watching it late at night and I was watching it from my TV in my bedroom. I can't comment. I can only hit the like button. But yeah, if you're out there and it's whether you're on a TV or whether you're on your handheld device or laptop, smash that like button. Appreciate it. Looks like I got 14 right now. But I've got a lot going on back there. Like I said, behind me, I got my whole studio all rearranged. Uh, I still got some more things I want to do up front here. Um, let's see, what else was it? There's something else I wanted to talk about. Yeah, these are the some of the extra gifts I was giving away. Everybody that won, if you weren't there and you hadn't seen it, I got a logo sticker that goes on these water bottles, and they could have their choice of purple, blue, black, red, or yeah, red, purple, blue, black. The other one's a burgundy color. I forgot to tell them. I didn't think I had the light purple, but I had the. It's like a burgundy and a purple, and they're a water bottle. And they're just an extra gift for everybody that won, along with the T-Bird pin or the T-Bird keychains that I have, which I think there's maybe a few of you that have received them out there. But if you're ever wanting to do a logo sticker trade, reach out to me. Reach out to me. Send me an email. My email is tbirdstacking@gmail.com. It's in my on my main page in my description. If you want a little bit of T-Bird swag and you want to do a poker chip or a logo channel sticker swap, let me know. And if you don't have any swag to send me, you want some, send me an email. Say, hey, this is Sean Stafford. Hey, brother, what's up? What's going on, T-Bird? I'd love some of your swag. Here's my mailing address. Send me a couple of swag, sticker swag. Send me a poker chip if you can, brother. I got plenty of it. I've got a lot of poker chips. I think I got a couple hundred now because I'd ordered some not that long ago. You want a little T-Bird swag, Sean? You know what to do. You know what to do. You don't got to send me anything. You don't got to win it on my ga. You don't got to win it. All you need to do, send me an email. Send me your name. Send me an address I can send it to. I'll be more than happy to send you some T-Bird swag. You just want a Butterfinger? Well, be an awful expensive Butterfinger to send that registered mail because I get tracking on everything that I send. I got one here with your name on it. Let's see here. See if you send me an email. Let's see. Hold on now. Where's my black marker? 210 Stacks. I'm just gonna put 210 on there. That's for you, brother. Send me an email. Send me your name and address. I'll send you that Butterfinger. But with that Butterfinger, I'll send you some T-Bird swag. I probably won't send you a coaster. I don't got too many coasters left. Oh, hold on. But I'll send you some of my swag. I'll send you a couple of stickers, and maybe I'll send you a glitter sticker, one glitter sticker, maybe one of those, maybe one of those. I don't got a whole lot of magnets left, but I'll send you a magnet. I'll send you one magnet. That's all you got to do. You just swipe your butterfinger, OTG. Yeah, you were slacking. You were slacking. I hate to tell you, you were slacking, brother. You should have jumped right in on that. You heard me talking about it. You heard me talking about it. Well, OTG. Hold on now. I know OTG. You're a big. You're a little larger than the average guy. So I'll tell you what. You send me an email. I'll send you some swag, OTG, and I'll send you a couple of these little guys. I'll send you a couple of these little guys. How about that, brother? Will that work for you? Two tens got the big one. That was my last one. It's got his name all over it. I'll send you a couple. Oh, I'm serious. You think I'm kidding? Send me an email, brother. I'll get you out some swag. You can have some swag. You ain't gonna get any. You ain't gonna get any T-Bird pens. You'll have to win. You'll have to win something in my next GA, my next celebration, 750. And whoever wins, I ain't gonna have that many. I probably have like 10, maybe 10 GA, and I'll have a grand prize winner. But everybody gets to whoever wins, whatever they win, they get to spend the lazy Susan back there. And they get a T-Bird. And you could stand a chance of winning a T-Bird hat or a Phoenix, a Phoenix T-shirt. I usually get Mrs. T-Bird usually gets me large, XX large, or large X, large XX large. And if you land on your second, if you win and you spin, get a slow or a medium spin. Because, like I said, a slow spin goes pretty good. And that's the rigged wheel to win. That's the rigged. Thank you, Sean. That's the rigged wheel to win. Because every spot on there, you're going to win something, a secondary prize. It all depends on whether you win 90% constitutional quarter or maybe a proof quarter right there, or maybe a 40% Kennedy or a 90% dime 1992 or a 90% Kennedy or a gram of silver. It's like an extra. It's a bonus prize. Or whether you get one of those fancy T-Bird keychains. That's not even a fast spin. But everybody that goes to Yankee Stack and tell him that T-Birds got the rigged wheel to win. Checks will tell him I got the rigged wheel to win. Because no matter if you win on my any of my guys, you get a second chance and you're guaranteed to win. How you doing, Checks? Oh, mate. Awesome to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Just chewing the fat here, talking about my 500-600 gone and prizes and what have you. Older Chrome Firebird. Ooh, Phoenix. Wow. Yeah. Oh man. Shh. Listen. Oh, you can't hear it. I can hear it though. Koi dogs sound like they're right outside my house. Yeah, I live in the country, and there's 2 or 3 different packs of koi dogs within about a mile and a half of me, and it sounds like they live just across the road from me. They were doing their yelping. If you ever heard it, it's kind of eerie in a way. Yeah, I had a buddy of mine. He had a convertible Firebird that was at my work. He brought it to work for the first time. Uh, I think his mom had passed, and it was willed to him, and he was fixing it up in the last past couple of years since he's got it. He brought it to work, and it was convertible. I'm not sure the year of it though, but it was before '69. I think it looked like it was a '68, maybe a '65. I'm gonna have to check with him, but somewhere around mid to late '60s, convertible Firebird. Oh my God! Wow, you don't know the thought that came across my mind. I was gonna ask him how much you wanna, how much you wanna. I mean, you know, it was a little rough. It wasn't too bad. It was solid. It was nothing pristine. It could be. It could be with a little love and care. Wow. But it's old because it's something of his mom's, and it's something like other Firebirds that I used to have. Firebirds and Z28s. I had a '79 Z28. Oh my! I had rebuilt the whole engine on it. I had it honed out 40,000 silver. Had chrome ollie rings in it. Had a full steel crank in it. Um, Holly equipped. Had the electric. I had put electric distributor in it. I can't remember what else, but I had chrome. It was all chrome. It was all painted. It was all Holly equipped. Had Holly valve covers. It was awesome, and I can't believe that I sold that for $1,000. It didn't barely even have 101,000 miles on it, but that's back in the day. I mean, I bought the car for $2,000, but it had a. It's a long story, but it had a smashed windshield, and the rainwater had got in through it and got down through the console. No biggie, but I had 50s on the back with SS Kregers, 50s on the back, 60s on the front, SS Kregers all the way around. I sold that car for $1,000 to a friend. Oh, and I had a 1969 Mach 1. I sold that for about $600 back in the day. That I don't even know. I don't even remember the mileage on that. I sold that for $1,000. They just because I didn't need it anymore and I got something bigger, better. Even if some of my cars, these the real cars. And some of these, if I still had them today, oh my, I wouldn't part with them for no money. Anyways, but it's just like my 1986 Pontiac Trans Am, the very, very first and only car I ever bought, brand spanking new. Oh man, multi-port tuned injection. Yeah, yeah, they all used to be $500 to $2,500 back in the day. Yeah, my Cutlass 1972 Cutlass Oldsmobile 442. You know what I paid for that? Somebody take a guess when I bought that. I think it had 73,000 miles on it when I bought it. How much do you think I paid for that? A 1972 Cutlass 442 Oldsmobile. Somebody throw me a guess. Take a wild guess. Yeah, but this was in the 80s. OTG is close, but not quite. Too much. Too much. It was 73 or it might have been 78,000 miles on it. I don't like playing these games. You guys probably don't either. I'll let you know. $250. Somebody I knew locally around here, and they're just selling the car. $250. No, not 600. $250. This is back in the I forget 1980. Trying to think 83, 1983, 200, $250 for a 1972 442 Oldsmobile. That thing was hot. Wow. I'm glad I don't have it today. Wow. Yeah, I a Hellraiser when I was younger? Yes, I was. Did I put the metal to the pedal? Yes, I did. This is like my 1979 Z28 that I had rebuilt. I grew up around a garage, so I was pretty fortunate. It was the first motor I ever built. I grew up around it's a gas station garage. My brother was a mechanic. I didn't know anything about mechanics, or when I was like 16. But I took that 350 that was in there, and I took it all apart, and I had the block sent out to a speed shop, and they honed it out 40 thousandths over. Told them what I wanted, and they did it. I told them what I wanted for pistons and all that stuff, and they got it. Of course, I had to put the pistons in there. Got the chrome ollie rings and got all the stuff from them, the steel crank and all that. I got the dual Holly carburetor and all that, and I told them I wanted to have an electronic, you know, distributor, and they got me what I needed, and I brought it back to my brother's garage, and I put it all together. He had all the books, he had all the knowledge. I just told him, what do I got to do? What do I got to do to this? What do I got to torque this out? What's the torque specs for that? How do I do it? And I learned that way. I learned from my brother. But yeah, I used to be heavy on the pedal. Let's keep it at that. But I think at today's day and age, I I'm a little older, a little wiser, more respect. Back then, I didn't have yours. I had respect. Country. Oh, that's okay. That's just. I thought it was my phone goofed on me. You can't see it because it stopped. But over on I had the circle of death over on my laptop, which I'm watching the chat. Yeah, they got terrible miles per gallon. Oh yeah, they did. But back then the gas was only like 67 cents a gallon. I mean, my dad owned his own garage. I mean, I can remember gasoline like for 50 some odd cents a gallon when he first purchased it. But I can remember buying gas. I think the cheapest, I think it was 67 or 69 cents a gallon, maybe. But I don't think I was buying it for my cars. I think I was buying it for maybe a dirt bike or something. Yeah. BMW 325i. Nice. Sold it in parts. Yeah, the just to get back to my 1986 Pontiac Trans Am, my GTA that I had. Long story. I talked about it one time before in my live stream. It was sad on that because it was the very first vehicle I ever had, and I just got done paying the last payment on it, and the payments were like, oh, astronomically high, even for those earlier dates. But only because of the fact I don't know. I'm trying to think what it was. It was almost. I mean, for back then it was. I think it was like $355 and some odd cents a month for 5 years. I think that's what it was. I couldn't be mistaken. But I just got done paying it off. But the insurance is what killed me because I was young. I was like, I was under 20 years old, and then hey, Danine, my sister from Alaska, awesome. How you doing? I'm chancing it, Danine. I'm chancing it. My phone's all cracked. If I touch it too many times, sometimes it glitches out, and then I have to do a hard reset. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, the Trans Am is like I said it during one of my other live streams way long ago. Hey, all things silver, how's it going? OC Stacker, what's going on? Stalker alert. Yeah, brother. Stalker alert. Yeah, you just came on here because you were worried I was giving away your Butterfinger in your GAW package back there. No, I haven't given away, but the last one is going to 210 stacks. I told him if he wants it, it's his. His name's on it. I go before OC comes in here and puts a claim on that. And I'll send you some swag and a poker chip. Yeah, I was going over it. The OC heard me. I'm surprised you didn't come out sooner. I told him. I still got to mail that out there. I've got Daryl USA's together. Let's see. I can't remember. Green. I think this one's Denine's. I think this one's Deneen's right here. Yep, that's Deneen's. You know how I can tell? You know how I can tell this is Deneen's? Because Deneen won twice, and she won the grand prize. So instead of her getting that GA and GA number 8, I decided to take the silver and give her the ounce of silver. Give her the ounce of silver and throw it in there. And I offered another ounce of silver for GA number 9. That's what I did. But I was talking about, I got your stuff still right there. I got to get everything together. OC's rose and that, and his maple syrup and his Butterfinger. He's gonna give that to his abominable snowman. And he's got some other stuff in there. But I got to get that all packaged up within this week. And like I said, I'm by my birthday, I want to have this all shipped out. Um, I've got about, other than my GA wins from everybody, I have about 7, 8 other things through other subscribers other than the GA that's going out. And Deneen, oh, my sister. Oh, my sister. My heart goes to you. I don't know how many days you're going to be there, but I'm not going to get this out before that, and you're going to receive it afterwards. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe. And maybe you'll be home to get it. I hope you don't have to go down to the post office to get it. I don't think you do. I do got your address. I think you already sent it to me. And you need to pick a cross out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me know, OC. Um, we can either do it tonight or whenever. Did you? I can actually zoom in. I won't be all over the place tonight because I'm not on StreamYard and I can use my phone. I can actually zoom in. Did you want to pick it out tonight or you want to wait? We'll see. Because I know you said you wanted a cross. I did say from on now, and I have said in the past on every one of my lives, if I happen to reach 50 likes during the live, that I will do a little giveaway. It's up to you, brother. I'll give you a little sneak peek though of them. I was talking about my my chemical burn from. I was testing some gold from I did my metal scrapping, and I had my little acids, and I was testing it for 14, 24, and 18 karat gold and 24 karat gold. This is some new gold scrap that I got that's gold plated. It's 24 karat, but my little vial of acid had leaked. It leaked onto my fingers. And before I know it, my fingers started to smoke a little bit. And I didn't have no gloves on because I never usually do, because I always usually wear my PPE. But not that I didn't think I did because never mind. I should have had it on. I know. But needless to say, I hurry up and rinse my fingers. But it's just from this weekend, and it's still an acid chemical burn. But let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't burn. It wasn't hot. It feels like very tough skin now, and it won't come off. It's gonna have to wear off. It's almost like dry skin, kind of. But let me get some of this off. But I did say during my every live that I do, and I didn't. I said I was not going to do it this time, but during every live, I'm going to offer a piece, whether it be a bronze dragon or one of the copper dragons, or one of these other types of dragons, or some of my other pieces. I'm going to do a bin on it. Buy it now. During that stream, only the one piece per live. I'm going to show it off at the beginning. It's going to be right up in front and center of wherever I'm at for the buy it now price. Or if somebody chooses to start a bid on it, and the bid's going to be a minimum bid of whatever, maybe like I don't know, whatever. Like say the minimum bid will be to start it off at $25, and the buy it now will be 40. If somebody wants to buy it now, they'll just say bid $40, and then okay, done, it's off the table. But if somebody wants to start it at 25, and then as the live stream goes, it can go on, on and on. And selective pieces. Well, let's see, OT. Let's see, OC Stacker. This is T-Birds. I gotta go. How long have I been on? Almost an hour. Okay, this is number one. and I can actually, my camera works so much better other than StreamYard. It's not stamped. That's the back of it, and that's where it bubbles as you're pouring it through the play sand. It bubbles up, and you got oxidation and stuff, and it does that. Sometimes that just a little bubble. But this is number one. That's the very first one I poured, and they all stand up, by the way. But I'll let you keep a quick eye on it, and you can put some baking soda in those. Yeah, yeah, probably. I got some baking soda. This one's 7.63 regular ounces. I'll go over them real quick, and I'll zoom in just a little bit so you can see it. But why isn't it zooming? I got to be careful because this is what my screen is cracked, and I keep playing on my screen. That's when everything messes up. Not every time, but sometimes. I've been pretty lucky with it. But that's number one, 7.63. You saw that cross. Number two, I still have. There's been a few of them that have gone out. And this is what the original cast consists of. I'm not looking at the chat. I was doing 20 out of 20, Deneen. Cardinals appear when angels are near. But it's too small. It didn't really ever come out. You can kind of almost see it, but it's not enough to read it. Can you see that? I didn't have fine enough sand. And plus, it's like almost non existent lettering. So that's pretty remarkable that that much of it came out. But this is number two. And there's been several of them that have already left. Oops. And I don't think I've cleaned this one at all. This has got a little bit of red. No, maybe I did because you can see the red patina. Maybe I did put that in the copper cream. Like I said, every one of them. This is 6.52. Number three is still here. That's the back part of it. There's the front part of it. That's number three. This one ain't really liking to stand up. 7.11. 7.11. Number four is gone. Number five is gone. Six is not gone. Look at that one. You can almost read that one. Almost. Not quite. That one's number six. That one's got some nice patina on the back. That one's really nice. It almost looks like there's a face. The shaman of the copper. Almost. I think that one stands too. Yeah, that one's 7.94, 95, 94. That's number six. Give you an idea. Six works for you. Okay. This one isn't even stamped. I don't even know what number that one is. I think I know which one that one is. That one didn't come out as good, but that one's 8.45. And this one is 7. I'll show that one to you real quick. That one's number 7. That's got a little red patina on the front, not much. And that's the back. That one had more red patina on the back. Sorry, there goes the thing. That one, 7.27. And 7 Stack sees that. She's going to want that. And this is the only one that I had that came out that had the red patina. And it looks like a funky face, but it almost looks as like there's somebody there in the back of that cross. And I'm not trying to use any punning on any religion or anything. And it just looks like there's a person on there. And I don't mean to review that towards Jesus Christ because he was on the cross. But that one wasn't really a really awesome pour. And that's a pretty heavy one. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat. And that one's a hefty one. That one had a little extra. That's 9.67. But OC, yeah, send me a text if you're serious about that. I'll include that in with your GA package when I get that mailed out. And like I said, I'll probably be mailing that out sometime just before my birthday on the 22nd. I'm going to get everybody's stuff together and mail it out at once. And that got some really cool, wicked. I haven't noticed that. Can you see the rainbow? The different colors in that one? Wow. Is it just me or is I don't see it on my laptop as much, but on my phone is really picking it up. That is a really interesting, cool piece. Yeah, just send me a text. Oh, see, we'll talk about it. I can send that with that. Whatever you want to do, OC. I've got a lot of either or. A lot of either or. So whatever you decide, brother. I'll let you leave that. You decide. I'll leave it to you because I trust you. You just let me know what you want to send me. I trust you. I know you're not gonna. Can I say that word? I know you're not gonna put the old kibosh to me. I know you're a good guy. You got a good heart. I know you like to joke around. Um, I think I am too. And you and you two have made me a lot better person because I couldn't ever used to joke around. I was a little too serious. I had too much of a stick up my butt. I don't as much anymore, and I've gotten a little more confident and nicer and able to talk with people because, like I said, a year ago I couldn't even do what I'm doing right now. Just a little slap and a tickle. But yeah, send me a message. Hey, Canes, sorry, I seen you out there, brother. That happens a lot during my chat. I'll see you, but I'm into talking, or I'm talking about pieces and doing whatever. And sometimes I don't immediately get back to you. I'm trying to work on that to be better at that. In time, I'll get better. But thanks a lot, Canes. I appreciate you, brother. And like I said earlier with Dennis and Menace, if you're ever on any of my gauze, uh, feel feel free to attend my gauze and try to participate because incorrect. But feel free, Canes, to come to my live gauze and participate because if somebody from overseas outside the United States wins, I want to be able to try to send the stuff to them. The only thing is if it gets lost or misdirected, and maybe the government seizes it. I don't know. I'm going to look into that, but I really want to be able to give a win on my celebration to somebody that is an awesome subscriber, like you, Dennis, like you, Canes, uh, any of you. Cartier Silver, what's going on? Start with the sticks and turns it into what? Yeah, I'm doing all right now. Uh, Cartier, I know I seen you in there. And I did. He's talking about putting earlier. He's talking about using vinegar. I know OC said it was only 2 out of 20. Now Cartier says 1 out of 20. Because I was looking at the table. I don't got anybody else out here helping me out. Mrs. T-Bird's in the other room. I got an excuse for everything, brother. uh, yeah. You have a proxy in the United States? Well, there you go. If you ever attend, I do want to do a 750 ga, and then that's going to be better than my 600, 1,000. If I ever get to 1,000, I don't know. I might not. I don't know. But if I ever get to 1,000, watch out, Yankee. Here I come. It's going to be big on 1,000. Big. Um, but I'm out here longer than I should have been. Were you on here earlier enough? And I OC stumbled in here. He was wondering. He was probably thinking I was going to give him both those Butterfingers. I think that's going to 210 stacks. Oh, he's supposed to email me. Don't worry, OC. You got one for the Abominable Snowman. And if you want it, you better grab it before the Abominable Snowman gets it because I'm not going to send you another one. And no, Mrs. T-Bird didn't go out and buy you another whole bag. Can you imagine if I had to buy everybody a whole bag of Butterfingers? Yeah. Yeah, OBS got some stuff coming his way too. Yeah, he was on my celebration, and Dennis USA Dennis Dennis. If you know, I think you know Daryl USA. He won twice, and he took his second win and gifted it to Liberty Bleeds. And he had got a pour during my live stream as well, that he purchased, and I had something else that I had I was going to send him anyways. But thank you, everyone. Deneen, Cartier Silver, I appreciate the both of you. OC Stacker, I appreciate you as well. Kane's Coins, Dennis the Menace, Sean Stafford, All Things Silver, OTG, if he's still here. Oh, I think OTG fell asleep. I told him that if he wanted a Butterfinger, he was wanting a Butterfinger or OTG. I told him if you want a Butterfinger, I go, I'll send you two of these small little ones. I go, just send me an email. I go, you know my address. I'll send you two of these with some T-Bird poker chips, some swag, and a couple of Butterfingers. Thank you, Denny. Bird's the word. See, there he is. Just got to go to my main page, my main channel. You too, Raka. Raka Moss. You want a poker chip? You want some swag? You know what I have. You know where to find my email. I hope I'll probably go. I'm going to go to my email. I'm probably going to have 70 emails. Yeah, send me some T-Bird swag. American lollies of yummies and tangy. Yes, sir. Alrighty, everybody. Somebody give me a countdown. I've got to go. Mrs. T-Bird's in the other room, and I got to go spend some time with her. I made her a promise. I made her a promise that whenever I come home, a certain day, time, there it goes. I'm only going to be on here so long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Alrighty, guys. Have a good night. Appreciate each and every one of you. Look, I got a lot of countdowns. Keep on, Cartier. Take care, Denise, my sister. I wish you the best. Alrighty. T-Bird out. Till next time. Heard's the word.